under the Tom Bass Riders, we're one of the largest African-American riding clubs in the country. You have to understand where the term cowboy came from. You see, back in the 1800s, white ranchers hired African Americans to break their horses and herd the cattle in. And boy was a very common term then, so they were called cowboys. That's where the term cowboys originates from. Twin City Riders was formed 12 years ago, and it was a spinoff from another saddle club that wasn't interested in working with youth. And our saddle club's emphasis is 100% about youth. Our initial goal was to go to all the elementary schools and introduce young people who probably most of them have never seen a horse before to horses. We'd bring horses to the school, and we'd go into the auditorium and give a presentation about blacks in the Old West, and because that part of our history is really not depicted in today's westerns.
We try to help the children have an alternative to the street life, and the horses, you know, a lot of the inner city children have never seen or been exposed to horses or the rural. I grew up on a farm in Warrensburg, Missouri, really Centerview, so I have a natural love for it, and I see a lot of the city kids who have gone the wrong way, and it's not that they're bad kids, they just haven't been given love and attention. And I think if we go back to our roots and everybody starts participating and helping the children, we all be better off, because we all are getting older, about ready to retire. And I want some good kids to be there to take care of me, you know? Yeah, we're training our children to take over, like the little young man you just saw on the white horse. Now Josh is from an inner city. His mother has had some issues in life, unfortunate issues. So we have sort of just adopted him and brought him along so that they can take over.
I got a picture from last year. It was this blind woman and her kid was riding the bus down 27th Street, and she got off the bus. He said, "Stop, stop, mama, let's stop and get off." And I took that blind woman for a ride, and she really enjoyed it. She didn't want to get off the horse at all. She like want to ride all day, you know.
I myself not only help the youth, I help some of the adults too, you know. Some of the ones that say like in their 20s up to their 30s, you know, that just was fighting, and that's all they knew about was fighting and all of this. And I've taken quite a few of them and turned them around, you know, and got them involved with the horses and tell them to put their fists down, you know, and rub the horse, you know. And a lot of them are doing it, you know, and I feel good about that.
It's a big responsibility, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think you can just jump up here and ride. It ain't like that, you know. You gotta keep them groomed up and looking good. So, you know, it's a big responsibility.
My name is Sabrina Briscoe, and I am the Twin City Tom Bass Queen. And I've been with the club for like 5 or 6 years, and I got 4 kids. They all in the saddle club: Ashley, Jason, and Andre, and the Kikio. I have 1 grandbaby, Aja. She's gonna be the junior in the junior division when she turns about 4 years old. I represent the club. I rise out in the front between American flags, and we go like to all different parades, like Leavenworth, Kansas, Leavenworth Road. We go to Central Avenue. We go sometimes to St. Louis, and we go to Muggy Rodeo. And I always represent the club. I always ride between the flags.
We do a lot of stuff for the inner city kids, and I mean, they really enjoy that, you know. We got a thing where we have our rodeo every year, 139th and Prospect. We have a kids rodeo, you know. They ride in the rodeo. They do that little, what you call them thing, riding them sheep.
Oh, that's the show deal.
The mutton button.
Yeah.
And all that good stuff, you know.
And the city asked us to look at a piece of land. They had almost a 400-acre ranch called Jerry Smith Farms at 139th and Prospect. And our ultimate dream is to develop an equestrian center at this park so young people can come out and learn. I tell you, over the years I have seen the joy and the admiration that it put on faces of black families, old and young alike, to see so many of us on horseback, to see so many of our young people actually handling one of these big animals and doing a tremendous job of handling their horse. It's no question that our young people, not knowing our history, have no sense of our future. Without knowing the history, how do you know your future? It gives you direction. And from a cultural and civic area of involvement, that's how I feel that I can contribute in my own way back to members of not only my community but the white community as well.